Hey, shalom, y'all. I want y'all to check this out. We hear women a lot say that they independent and they doing it on their own and they don't need nobody. But, after further investigation, when you put a microscope on it, you see all kind of help. They searching for all kind of help and they getting all kind of help from everywhere. And it's just a small example so you can understand that they not independent, they not doing it on their own. And on top of that, they destroying their children's lives by being single mothers, by running around here thinking that they can do it on their own and don't need the children's father. So here it says, looking for an after school sitter. I'm looking to hire an after school sitter. You would need your own transportation to pick them up from school. If interested, message me for details. So this chick says she wants you to come and pick up her kids from school and then watch them after school. All right. Now, this is a common thing in America today, but this is where you lose your kids. You lose your kids by continuously giving them to other people. You're already giving them to the schoolhouse for 7 hours. Then you're going to turn around and give them to somebody else for another 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours. At what point in time are you raising your kids? At what point in time? Because this is something that's going to continue all throughout their grade school time. And then after grade school, they're supposed to leave the house and go off into their own world, into the world by themselves or, with whoever you didn't, raise them to be with. And they're supposed to have successful lives and, go out and do their own thing. So at what point in time are you actually raising the child? Because you are not doing nothing but getting this child dressed and taking the child to school, and then you expecting somebody else to come pick the child up from school, take the child either to their house or somewhere, for fun or whatever, for another few hours, and then you come and pick the child up just to get a child a bath, put the child in, get the child a little, food or whatever, and put the child to sleep. That's it. That's the only time you're spending with your child. And we can't understand why we raising all of these mass murderers, mass killers, and it's because we're allowing people that we don't know to raise our children. And this is mainly because of women wanting to be in power. Now, what could happen, and people always say, you can't have you can't have the man working, because if it was a husband and wife situation going on, and the man was just working and the woman stayed home, guess what? They can do it. They can do it. They try to say you can't do it today. The problem is the living the way women want to live in this country. Because women have been taught that they're supposed to live this super lavish lifestyle, that's the reason why one income cannot support the whole household. But guess what? Without that super lavish lifestyle, if you downgrade and do things that on a small scale, one income can support the household. But it's because you've been taught that you're supposed to have this, have that, have the bag, have the car, have the earrings, the shoes, all of these things that you see on TV, that you see your favorite celebrities wearing, and you trying to work, day and night to try to get. Because of that, that's the reason why your cost of living is so high. But here is just showing you, and I'm gonna show you this other post real quick. Hold on, cause it's her as well. When you click on their page or whatever, this on Nextdoor. In case y'all don't know, when you click on their page, you can see all of their posts. So right under that post was this post from this summer, where the same chick was asking for a nanny. So it say nanny for after school beginning of August. Hi. My very awesome nanny has graduated high school and will be off to college soon. I am looking for a new nanny, meaning she already had this whole situation set up. I'm looking for a new nanny for the school year for my two girls. And I'm looking for a fun, highly responsible, and reliable person who will be actively involved with my kids. Oh, you mean like you not? That's what you mean. You mean the ones to do your job because you ain't going to do it. You just going to go to work and do your whole independent woman thing like America done taught you while somebody else raise your kids. The school that don't give a damn and this nanny that's just looking for the little change that you about to give them. They don't give a damn about your kids. And say not sitting on the couch the entire time. Said this is an after school position. You will have to be able to drive to get kids to activities. So you got the audacity to put these kids in some activities that you can't even take them to. You're going to have somebody else pick up your kids from school and then put them in some activities. Happy to give job details if interested, just message me. So we got to understand this is really what's going on, and it's just to uphold the whole American mindset, the whole American way, which is the woman can do just the same things that a man could do. The problem is you have a job in raising these children, and so because you're choosing another job, this job is going to lack. And where it's going to show up is in the upbringing of these children. These children are not going to be properly raised because they're being raised by people that are not their parents. That does not have the actual real care for raising the children. So when the children grow up and be all out of order, don't know their damn gender, don't know who the hell they are, want to be tigers and all this, then you gotta go back and look at, okay, well, what happened in the upbringing? Well, first I took the father out the house because I felt like I didn't need no man. And then not only did I not replace it with another man, I went and replaced it with daycare. I replaced it with, the whole American system with activities and, cheerleading and volleyball and all of this madness that never teaches your daughters how to be women, how to be actual girls. It doesn't teach them that. What it teaches them is how to be sports players and how to be men. All these activities, none of these activities is what they used to be, which was what they call it, charm school back in the day. That's where these girls need to be going to learn how to cook, learn how to clean, learn how to set a table, learn how to act like a woman, learn how to walk correctly, how to sit correctly. These things are being completely thrown out the window, especially nowadays when we're seeing all of these so-called female rappers out here taking pictures with their legs wide open, trying to look like they hard, trying to look like men. It's madness, but I just want y'all to see that these women are not so independent as they say. These the same women that, they say they independent and, don't need a man, but then as soon as something break in the house, they call a man. And if they call the plumber company and a woman show up, they gonna be pissed off. If it's a fire in the building and they call the fire department and a woman show up, they're gonna be pissed off. This is how the world works. Is we understand the importance of men, but we're gonna only keep that on a low level. We ain't gonna let that be known to the public until something happens. When something happens, then everybody looking for a man to solve their problems. We gotta wake up and understand that there is no such thing as an independent woman. Woman was made to be a part of a man, and she will always be a part of a man. A woman has a head. The man is that head. Without having a man, you just like a chicken running around with his head cut off. You don't have any guidance. You don't have any direction. And that's the reason why y'all think it's okay to not spend no time with your children and expect them to be raised up good. Expect them to be raised up respectfully, understand how to deal with people when you don't even see your children ever. You get them ready in the morning to go to school, and then you pick them up from the daycare or from the nanny house in the afternoon. And this on a widespread scale right now. You probably know somebody right now that take their kids to daycare. You probably one of them. You probably take your kids to daycare. And what I'm telling you is America have taught you that this is the way. This is not the way. You need to raise your kids. You need to make sure that you are home at least home by the time the kids get home, so you can help them with their homework and help them learn. You can be more interactive with what's going on in the schools. That's if you're not going to actually take on the job of homeschooling them like you should. But again, that goes into another topic of the fact that we should have more than one wife in the households. That way the children can be homeschooled and you can still get the work done that needs to be done outside the house. But like I said, this is a society that's upholding the woman's power. Just keeping the woman in power, keeping the mindset of the independent woman alive. And what comes with that is working y'all to death, working the hell out y'all, and not even giving you a chance to raise your children. But you think you independent, you doing it, huh, girl? You doing it up, you doing it big. Get it, queen. All that. Ain't that what they say? Get it, queen. While your ass is letting your children go to hell. Because you won't teach them a damn thing because you too busy working at damn Kroger. We got to wake up, man, and realize what's more important. Stay with the child's father and work it out. Because when you get in situations like this, you only making it worse on the child. While at the same time you're saying you're doing it for the child, you're hurting the child. Because you being alone, you will never have enough time to take care of them children, raise them children, and work. You're going to have to call in all kind of reinforcements. All kind of nannies and daycares and after school programs going to have to come into play because you want to play superwoman. Because you don't want to be a mother and a wife. You want to be an independent American woman. The children are paying. While you thinking you're doing something so good, the children are paying. At some point in time, we got to wake up and see that. I'll get at y'all. Shalom.